everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and an unboxing and unveiling of this year's winter project. Now I'm going to be building this in pieces and stages around other builds too, so don't think I'm going to just stop building those cars, because I got an Eldorado over in the corner here that's just really driving me crazy. I got to get into it. But thank you, JC, because he hooked me up hugely with this. He says, you need this, and just, we had breakfast. I had a blast. We sat there all morning just talking about modeling and everything else under the sun, and I can't wait to get back together with him because I had so much fun. But I told you all that this was going to be epic, and I think it's going to be, and I hope you do too. So let's see what we got. This is a 1/24 scale Texaco garage. Now, how about that? This thing was made in the 60s sometime. I haven't found a whole lot about it online. I haven't even really done a lot of looking. I've just been kind of gawking at it, and he even hooked me up with a partial kit too that has a bunch of stuff in it that I can use with this one. So we will do an unboxing of this, but I want to show you some other things that he hooked me up with that we will use with this. And I'm trying to work over here to kill the glare. We have modern tools and a bunch of shop tools to with it, mobile compressor and all that. We have more crew. And we always could use more crew, especially the guy in the center that's telling everybody else what to do. So, and we have more garage tools. This is a little bit older. This will go really good with the kit. Just check out all the stuff in there. Well, I'm not going to do unboxings of all these tonight. I'm just going to do the Texaco. And then lastly, more garage mechanics. So we're going to have a full crew here. I might even be able to do double shifts. But for right now, let me pull this Texaco kit and get it opened up and on the workbench, and we'll see what's inside and what we can do. So I'll bring you back in just a minute. Okay, we're on the bench, and believe it or not, we're taking up most of my workspace here. This box itself is literally 20 inches by 13 inches, 14 inches. Way bigger than I can just manhandle over here. I wanted to also say that this was made by MRC, which back in the day, they put out some very awesome kits. So let's open this bad dog up. I know there's a lot of collectors out there saying no, but I'm a firm believer that a kit should be built, and then I can collect it on my wall or on a shelf or somewhere else where everybody can see it. Holy smikies, that is a lot of styrene. Just gonna move the box around for a second here. Stacks, literally stacks and stacks of stuff. So let's move the box out of the way. Let's start out with instructions. I just looked on here. This is copyright MRC 1999. So she has been around for a while. A little bit yellowed, but wow, everything's clear as a bell and easy to read. Not too bad. The decals, or decals, depending on where you're from. Midwest, we call them decals, are, from what looks like, in decent shape. I will use my microsaw decal. I can't pull it out because I got the box on it, but I will use my decal restorer on this just in case, since it is pretty old and it is showing a little bit of yellowing. But man, there's a ton of decals, a whole ton. women's, men's room. Texaco. I wonder if I could make a decal that says Grandpa Mark's Hobbies instead of Marfat Lubricant and Tires and Batteries. Wouldn't that be cool? Grandpa Mark's Hobbies. I'd love that. All right. This thing has a humongous base. I'm not even going to cut it out of the plastic right now. It has a hole in it for the lift and a groove all the way around it to take the sides, and a little bit of room underneath it to run wires. Lots and lots of wires. So I found a partial set of instructions for this online, and I was checking things out, and I think we can do a whole lot of wiring here. Let's open this plastic up and pull out the side. This is the side of the building here. And you know how I can tell that? Because these are the restroom doors. So this is E. This is for over top of the pumps. These are little holes for what do you call them? Spotlights that go on the front side, on the front of the building. And I think that's what this is, this long piece here. And then underneath it is supposed to be fluorescent lights. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of those LED light bulbs with the filament in them, smash it, pull the filaments out, and we'll run LED filaments in here for fluorescent lights. It'll be like a yellowish color, so it'll look really good and keep the bugs away all at the same time. There is no flash at all, zero on here. So that's a plus. Let's pull out, we've got another part of the body and a base for the pumps. Cut this open. This thing is huge, but with all the cars, I think, and my guys and the crew and the new crew members, once we start the crew members, we're going to take a poll and try to get names for them. So, and we're going to have to keep it G-rated now, but we can have some fun with that. Look at the front window on here. And the front door, I can see maybe a Firestone sign in here. And we're going to definitely have to put a S&H green stamp sign on this. Here's the base for the pumps. It is deep enough to where I can get LEDs up through here. Maybe we can light those pumps up. The garage door maybe, or the side door or something. We'll find out. I think this attaches to over here to come out because it's so dang long. But there's the number 2 for the body. And I am going to open them up. I want everybody to see these. This is the garage door. I got a couple of little pieces that fell down here. Check the bags. Always check your bags. Make sure they're good. I am keeping the bags in the box right now. But check out that garage door. So we're going to have to mask every one of these little windows and spray this door. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Flat on the inside and textured on the outside. So this will take paint very nice and hold it. And we'll just mask it off like we do it'll be a huge airplane. I think these are supposed to be the fluorescent lights for the sign. Here's part of the glass building. Here's another part. I'm not sure if this is signage or what these are. We'll find out down the road. These are all those little spotlights. And I think what we're gonna do with these is we're gonna rebuild them to use LED lights so that we can shine light onto the building instead of just have it look the part. I could not wait to show everybody this, and I didn't want to pull it out until I had the duster off the workbench, because I hate hate doing that because I'll end up losing parts and things like that. Ouch. There we go. And these little parts too. Hey, your little dog too. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna throw it in the box right now. I think it's just a little piece of this that broke off. Here's our front window. Wow, is that nice and clear for the front window. Over the windows, these I know are for the gas pumps, and somehow I'm gonna try to light that behind them. So very nice, sturdy. But look at how long this piece of glass is. These things are huge. I'm not sure how those go together or how they are, but we will find out. And what I plan on doing here with this is I plan on doing the base in the garage frame first. And then we'll start digging into some of these cool little extras here. And we'll do these as little sub builds to go with the main build. And you know, I'll build a model and then we'll come back and we'll build something off of this and figure out the lighting and all that. And then we'll build another kit and we'll come back and do some more. And this is the Texaco sign. The base and then the two Texaco signs. And I'm gonna hold this up to the light and you can barely see light through that. We may have to cut this out and make this glass because I want these lit. This piece here is the upright that holds the sign up off the base, and I can get a piece of tubing to run here so I can fish the wires up and put LEDs in here and light that up. These are all oil cans. All of these are oil cans. This is the oil can rack, and these are the little pieces to make the shelf for the oil cans to stack on, and the sign for the oil cans. So that's a ton of just little tiny things that are going to need painted and detailed and decals put on them. So this will take a little while. This I definitely have to have this lit. So we'll figure this out. I'll try to put a light behind it and see how much light I get. But I think I might just cut these out and go from there. I am just still, you know, I always liked MRC kits because they were always just beautifully molded. And this is right there with it. I'm almost shaking. I'm so excited, guys. I'm not kidding. This is the lift. No parts in the bag. All these pieces go to the center post hydraulic lift. All of them. The rails. Now look here, I'm going to show you right now the one thing I did notice. On the I-beam, there's a mold line on both sides. See the little mold line? That's all I have seen for anything that we have to take a couple of seconds and sand off or clean off on any of this since I've opened it up. It's just that clean. Look at all these pieces. These go on and slide back and forth on the I-beam so you can line up your suspension to sit down inside it and hold the car in place. And all of this stuff will move up and down this railing. It's all to where you can adjust it for your kit or the kit that you want to put in at that time. So it is so cool and so finely. Look at, I mean, these are the hands where you pull it back and forth, turn it to lock it, and they're just done so well. Our hydraulic mast, just beautifully molded. I mean, crazy molded. We'll keep on rolling here, guys. I got 2 more sprues to go. And then a couple pieces parts after that. I hope you guys like this idea and what I plan on doing here. A little bit here, a little bit there, until it's all done. Now here again with the amazing detail. This is our air compressor. The air compressor gauge. Just all super detailed parts. The feet for the air compressor. Fittings for the inlets and outlets. The little pipe that goes up to go onto the wall to run the pipe around, which we will do. Our motor, look at that old motor. Beautifully detailed. I mean, crazy. The compressor head. Look at the jugs are just set up nicely done. Very crisp and clean. I mean, this is just over the top how nice this is. Our motor mount, you know, for holding the motor in here, and then the compressor jug will sit over here. Everything you need. I mean, this thing's gonna look real. We have a water can. Back in the day, man, a lot of these cars would suck water. We have our drum. We have our drum pump so that you can do power grease on all the fittings. We're almost losing our battery. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a full set battery. Holes in it for wires. The battery case holder for it, carrier. Our creeper, look at this nice wood grain on that creeper, very lightly done, but with that video we have on that's tagged on to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies Facebook page, we'll be able to make this look just like wood. The casters for it, we have a 4-way lug, we have the handle for the water can. And then these look like these are sides for the gas pumps. There's 2 gas pumps that come with this. So you have your chief and your regular. But look at our pulley, the sheave for the air compressor. Just awesome. Can't wait to dig into this. And I'm gonna really have to force myself not to just dive in and do it all at one time. I don't want to do that. I want to spread this out through the winter so we can have little, you know, build the gas pumps on a weekend when it's snowing out or something like that. And just detail the snot out of them. And just, you know, stuff like that. Just keep on making the winter go. So we're not just one car after the other car after the other car. That might get a little old, and this will break that up. Look at that gas pumps. All right, now I'm seeing right here, I'm pretty sure that decal just drops in right here on the gas pump. The decal will drop here, but this is laid over to where I could probably put an LED or 2 of them even in here. Those little tiny LEDs that I just used on the duster. Put 2 of those in there and light this whole area up with those. Both sides, no problem. Here's the other side, the tops. Look at our filling. Look at how long the nozzles are on these. That'll get it down all the way to your tank. This is just great. I was looking at this on the instructions online, and I was blown away by how many parts and how detailed this lift is. I mean, all of this is just for the lift. So this is its own little model. We'll do a video of, hey, this Saturday we'll build the lift. You know, just like I was saying, it's crazy how awesome the detail is in this. Just crazy. MRC, I wish this would somehow get repopped. I don't know who would do it, but if they could get their hands on the molds, they wouldn't have to do anything with them. I mean, out of all the stuff we looked at, this is the only flash that I'm seeing is right here on the sprue body itself, and like right here, but nothing at all on the kit. Nada. So these are going to be easy to dig right in, and the detail or the time that you spend on cleaning that flash, you can spend on just making this detailed out perfectly. I'll find a bunch of pictures, you know, and because I know this is going to be different colors, and we'll match those colors up, and we'll do all that just right. Make it perfect. It even comes with a whole bunch of different hoses. You know, you got your fuel pump hoses, but there's also a whole bunch of hoses in there for the oil drum and for the air compressor. And it says right on, you know, right on the directions, use super glue for this to hold them in. So it must do okay with it. And, you know, right off the rip, I always thought, well, we'll jump in with the solder. But geez, if I got a hose and if it lays nice, we'll use the hose. So there is our Texaco station. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know any comments or any pictures that you might have of a Texaco station. Maybe you can jump on Facebook and PM them to me through Grandpa Mark's Hobbies or something like that. I would love to have any you can. I've already downloaded a bunch of stuff like the S&H green stamp sign and things like that. But there we go. I will let you go. You all have a great day, and I hope you're as excited as I am about this. Thank you very much.